Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing tonight? I am so excited for you all to be here. We are presenting Fancy Nancy and the Ants. The kids have worked so hard over the past few months to put this production on, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Stories bring people together. Well, not the kind that are read sound, only the ones that are shared with others. Like a story, the story of an Nancy came to North America from Elizabeth, where she became known as Fancy Nancy. Fancy Nancy lived on a small island in the middle of a lake. Now it's not a big island, in fact, it is kind of small. But for the animals that lived in the area, it was a very special spot. For the spot where Fancy Nancy told all of her famous stories. She was on an island with her friends, Monkey and Tortoise. Monkey was always scared to give Fancy Nancy a helping hand. But Tortoise wasn't just a fairy book, she was known for her skill. 3.5 pounds, same as last week. The others knew it was honest because he was so consistent not to mention grumpy. As my first husband used to say, it's the smiling ones you have to watch out for. Right, Monkey? Yeah. One day, during the rainy season, the water in the lake rose so higher level than any of the animals had ever seen before. It was a flood, all right. And when the water receded, it took much of the island. Nancy explained the situation with the animals of the maze. Animals of the maze. Our oasis is a mess. There's barely anything left of it. And I know all of you love this island as much as I do. Right? Yeah, Nancy. I thought so. So let's get cracking. We can have the island rebuilt before sunset. All we need is a lot of know-how and a little hard work. Monkey, get back here! Oh, Tortoise, why did I come to the W? You scared them all away, all right? And she did. She knew there had to be a way to build her beloved island back up to its original size. Fancy Nancy thought and thought. Think, Fancy Nancy, think! I'm thinking. Aha! That's it! When they felt the earth rumble, they knew everything was really testing them. Fancy Nancy turned to Monkey and pretended like they were having a conversation. You say 567 pounds? I don't know, Monkey. I think his record is only 567. I can settle that question for you right now, my dear admiring fan. Elephant! Your big, strong ears must have been itching. We were just talking about it. My record was exactly 560. Let me see. 560. Elephant had difficulty remembering things, especially numbers. Funny, it was right on the tip of my test. Well, there's only one. Tortoise? Good idea, but what are all you wait? I know. There's a bunch of logs that washed up on the shore. You can use those. Okay, I think I will. With that, Elephant stepped on the tortoise. 272 pounds. You can get off now. Then, using his powerful trunk, Elephant lifted up the whole mess of washed up logs. Lift, Elephant! Okay, Tortoise, you ready? I'm ready. 569. That means the logs weigh. I knew I was going to spend 260 something. 569? Why, that's just fine. All the other creatures applied hard. And they did. Why, that's just fine. Actually, it was a new record, but Elephant had no way of knowing for sure. He just knew it was a mighty heavy load. Wait a second. You just said that Elephant had your record, but if Tortoise holding Elephant over those logs, isn't she Shh! As my second husband used to say, don't cut the issue with details! Oh, sorry. What's Monkey so excited about? Oh, don't worry about him. He only chatters like that when he sees a mouse. A mouse! And with that, Elephant charged into the water. By the time he reached the island, he was so exhausted he dropped all along. The crowd cheered. What's next? Good question, Monkey. Now we just gotta wait for Donkey to come get a drink. Before too long, they could hear Donkey running in the distance. Once again, Fancy Nancy turned to Monkey as continuing the conversation. Actually, I wanted to ask Donkey for help, but as soon as Elephant caught wind of it, he insisted on doing all the heavy lifting. He said, and I quote, "I can lift 20 times as much as Donkey can anytime, any day." He said, what? Now, Donkey and Elephant are actually close friends, but they're also fierce rivals. Oh, I beg your pardon, Donkey. It's been 3 years. Elephant thinks he can lift 20 times as much as I can. Well, actually, yeah, but he can only lift the fourth of his own body weight. I can lift up to a third of mine. Well, it's not that we don't believe Donkey. It's just that we believe it when we see it. Oh, you'll see it all right. Has anyone seen Tortoise? I'm right here. Hop on. All right, how much do I weigh now? Only 80 pounds. Just then, haven't forgotten about the MOUSE. Elephant returns to the mainland. Elephant load me up with 50 pounds. Elephant, dove it backwards, said yes. Tortoise verified immediately. 130 pounds. That means the logs weigh 50 pounds. Donkey beat the rest. She's simply the best. Actually, Elephant didn't only lift his load, he carried it through the water. Which was all Donkey needed to get off the island. Feeling quite sad, Fancy Nancy and Monkey rode toward Becca Island, passing Donkey as they headed home. Good work, Donkey. We're impressed. Thank you. Now, if you can just think of a way to trick Donkey and Elephant into throwing sand and pebbles to the island. That's not going to happen, said Bird just landed on the island. Why not? Not since I had to go stick a spot in Megan. Giraffe! Not the high-minded herbivore! What does she want? What does she always want? It's not everybody else's business. These kind of bugs me out and they didn't remember what your previous record was. What can I say? I forget things. 568, Elephant is great. Why does that sound so familiar? That's what all the animals chants of when we set a new record. It echoes for weeks. Oh yeah, Lion even carved it into a tree with his claw. I forgot all about that. I bet Fancy Nancy did it. Of course she did. I was passing by that island when I happened to see Fancy Nancy correcting Monkey Goose. He said that. Elephant. Have you ever heard Monkey Everyone's Thoughts? You tell him the sky's green, he nods in agreement. You tell him he's a low-down, double-down snake, he grins and offers you half a banana. But why would she lie to you? I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with bringing Lobster Island. Elephant, maybe you just need to try a little harder than remember important things. 568, Elephant's great. Memory device can be very effective. You're right, Grappling Donkey. From now on, we're going to turn over a new leaf. And that is why, to this day, Elephant never forgets. That's not all. These two and Donkey started to put 2 and 2 together. Elephant, have you made anyone else about how much weight it can carry? Well, no, not recently. That's what I thought. She tricked me too. I never do anyone a favor ever again. Well, that would be awfully harsh, Donkey. Maybe you just need to be a little more cautious and not jump into things you think to do. And that is why, to this very day, Donkey is stubborn. Storytellers, why don't you come up with a way for Giraffe to relax on that annoyance? It's not part of the story. It's not part of the story! Oh, never mind. We have a little music on playing. As my third husband used to say, if you don't succeed, try again. Wordsy Bitsy thing that walked out of water about 1 too many times. Never crawl back up. Where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. Try again. You know, all we really need is a way to fill in all these empty spaces. Sand, pebbles. Wait a minute! It was something Donkey said. She bragged all about her ability to lift Catherine's weight, and that reminded me of, I gotta think. Think, Fancy Nancy, think! I'm thinking. Aha, that's it! Ants! Ants can easily lift Catherine's weight. In fact, I've seen some lift 20 tons during weight. That's right, Monkey. First thing tomorrow morning. Next morning, you guessed it, the three of them set sail for the mainland. Slowest hanging fruit I've ever seen. I'm surprised the groundhoppers haven't gotten to it yet. It's so heavy and so white, it's almost touching the ground. By this time, several ants had gathered to hear. Look, Monkey, ants! I wonder if they'd be interested in our low-hanging fruit that hovers about our little island. Perhaps the smartest and strongest of them. Who knows? With that, Fancy Nancy and Monkey wondered. Actually, they wanted to find a tree to see what the ants could do. As Fancy Nancy expected, they headed towards the shore of the lake. One of them picked up a pebble to use as a ladder. The other one picked up a leaf to use as a boat. I have planned the best work I can. I set my mind to it and use my effort through it. I see my goal, the path is clear. Step by step, it's getting nearer. I have planned the best work I can. I set my mind to it and use my effort through it. I see my goal, the path is clear. Step by step, it's getting nearer. I have planned the best work I can. Do your best. Pretty soon, all of them were loading pebbles onto tiny leaf boats. Fancy Nancy and Monkey rode tortoises back to the island to wait for them. I know, Monkey. If you could talk and make sense at the same time, you'd probably be pointing out that I just told a bit of a fib. In a way, I was predicting the future. As you see it, it will all be reality as soon as you pick the fruit that I have suspended from a fine thread. That's right, Monkey. As my fourth husband used to say, it's not a false claim if it eventually becomes true. Once Fancy Nancy and Monkey had finished setting up their plan, they waited patiently and quietly. Oh boy. Shh, just wait, Tortoise. I bet your bath's already come down for his afternoon drink. I can just imagine what happened. You don't need to imagine it. I was just there. Perhaps saw all those ants and I told her every detail. Well, it seems to me that Fancy Nancy's trying to trick you in some way. After all, she very recently pulled a fast one and elephant in the just to be safe, I think you all ought to stick together for a change. By sticking together, she won't be able to fit you against each other the way she did to those pack animals. So what did the ants do? What do you think? Began to work together. In fact, they're all on their way now. Once to the island, the ants unloaded their cargo. Then they went to the biggest piece of fruit and began building a pile. In no time at all, they were able to reach the top of it and climb to the top of the tree with Fancy Nancy's silver thread. They are able to reach them. They were the first piece of fruit block. That's the way to do it, and work together, take a chance. In no time at all, the ants had gotten to every piece of fruit, and in doing so, brought piles of sand and pebbles back to the island, enough to build it back up to its original size. All the animals affected Yancy and Fancy Nancy to one of her famous stories. Naturally, she told the story about how the animals in the meaning overrode the island. And that's why to this very day, ants work together. The best of the work stories at all. It could have been done without all of you. Even me? Yeah, of course, Rob. You were there too. Fancy Nancy tried to think of something nice to say, but it was no use. It's no use. I know what y'all think of me. You think I'm stuck up. You think my head's in the clouds. You think I'm condescending. Well, that's just because you're so tall, Giraffe. Now, it always put Marvin in a previously tall statue, Giraffe. Even me. Really? Yeah. Giraffe choked back a tear. I'm so touched right now. That's right, Monkey. As my fifth husband used to say. Before he stepped off the edge of a cliff. No. Before that. He turned to me one day and said, Fancy Nancy, just keep telling them stories of yours. Stories bring people together. Stories bring people together. Today we made something together. We worked real hard to make it better. When we worked real hard, we fixed our backyard. Our oasis was a mess. It caused us lots of stress. But when we all come together, we can fight this awful weather.
Hello, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm so proud of these kids. Everybody, I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you. Design props. Miss Juliana, I love it, Miss Juliana. Reappeared last week. Say for yay! Thank you, everybody, for coming to share your wonderful actors. Thank you, guys. If you guys would like to take pictures, now is your time. Takes a lot to keep this kid still. I take a picture. Good job. Well, once everybody has taken your pictures, I am going to take a nice picture. All right, Big Charlie. Where's Charlie? Charlie. Give us your drum. Where are you? So much Rowan. How to use the bathroom.
She's here.
Wait, say that.
Don't touch it, don't touch it.
What's your friend's name? Thank you. Hey, it was your name. It's you, right? Hey, you did. Oh, they did. They really did. Okay, so.